name is, it's kind of a weird one, because flux means the flow or rate of energy, and pavilion is like a place where entertainment takes place. So my name kind of means the flow of energy in a place of entertainment. But where it actually comes from is I played in a band with Dr. P when I was about 14, and we couldn't think of any names, so we wrote loads down on my electric guitar, and they were always written on my guitar. We didn't choose Flux Pavilion, we chose Gulip, was what the band was called. But yeah, when it came to needing a name, I looked at my guitar, I was like, Flux Pavilion, that'll do. And that's where it came from. And then 4 years later, we worked out what it actually meant. We had no idea at the time. My favourite artist, as an artist, would probably be Frank Zappa, just because he's pretty fucking cool. Like, yeah, everything he did, like conceptually, the way he approached music and approached his ideas in music was all about just the freedom of just expression. So there was one thing that what got me into it was I read reading all his biographies and stuff like that, and he did an EP. He had like a 6-piece band, and then there was some guy who was just fucked on acid making these like clay sculptures, and like Frank and the band would improvise to the sculptures, and then this guy would improvise to what they were playing. So it was like a constant sort of growth, and they just recorded the whole thing and just released it. Like, yeah, that's the music, that's exactly how the music should be, no after production, sort it out. And he was like, that's what it's all about. He did like about, I don't know the exact number, but yeah, about 150 albums I think, and that sounds pretty good to me. So yeah, Frank Zappa, check him out. I started producing dubstep probably about 3-4 years ago. Just went out to go see Rusko play, and yeah, it was just ridiculously good. I went to university, didn't know anything about dubstep really, and then kind of loads of my new friends were into it and stuff. We went out to go see him play at Fabric in London, and then came back, wrote a tune the next day, put it up on Dubstep Forum, and then that's where it all started really. I think 2 days after that, Datsik hit me up and said, do you want to make some tunes together? And we made some tunes, and then he lived next door to Excision, and he was like, yeah, my next door neighbour runs a dubstep label, Rotten, do you want to release it on that? And we're like, yeah, cool, that sounds good. And then that was kind of, all went mental from there. It was over in London. I was with Schism and Dr. P, and yeah, Schism rang me up, said, do you want to come meet Skrillex? I didn't even know he was in town, so we sort of went out, had a couple of drinks, and then ended up backstage at Example's show. It's the first time I met Example as well. And yeah, we were just sort of having drinks, and then yeah, Scream was there. One thing I remember is Scream had this whistle, just in this backstage room, just with loads of kind of business people and stuff. And then everyone would get chatting, then all of a sudden Scream would just blow this whistle, and everyone just go completely quiet, and he'd be there, alright? Which is pretty damn funny. And then yeah, the night escalated into more madness, and we ended up going to this place called The Box, which was, yeah, I didn't know it existed, but it was kind of like down some back street in Soho, and it was just a door with no name or anything, and a bloke with a clipboard. And Skrillex's tour manager managed to kind of get us in there. It's sort of like, these guys, they need to come in. And we went in there, it was just loads of girls dancing, and just blokes kind of sitting in booths, essentially, like business types. And we thought, this place looks fucking well cool. And then we went there, had a few drinks, had a bit of a dance, and then all the music turned off, everyone sat down, we turned, and then this curtain came across, and it was just a naked, like, fat woman with a huge dildo, just, obviously doing herself with the dildo, then pulled it out and pressed the button, and cream squirted out and went all over the floor. We're just like, what the fuck is this place? Like, where have we come to? And then the curtain went back round again, and all the girls got back up dancing. I'm just like, this place is fucking weird. But we just thought, fuck it, let's just get involved, and then stayed there for a few hours. And then at the end of the night, all the girls just got out chip and pin machines. Every single girl in the place had a chip and pin machine, and thought, actually, all these girls are working here. We walked in there and thought, oh, this is a wicked party, there's loads of girls. But yeah, not one of them was there for fun. But it was a good night anyway. I've got some good pictures.